If I would have asked you in 2016 to predict Desiigner's career, if you were an optimist, you would have probably said he just had the #1 song in the world.
Now, men lie, women lie, numbers sure don't. Now, we all clown about Future's foster child. I'm talking about Desiigner, right? He's a Diet Coke, 0-calorie, diet lean version of Future Vandross, but one thing that's not a joke, okay, is that he's one of one when it comes to putting out singles, okay? His debut single, Panda, just topped the Billboard singles charts, and it's not only in the rap category, nope, not only in the hip-hop category, but it's actually on top of everybody in the overall charts, which means he's on top of Adele.
He's probably going to be here for the next 10 years, probably not as relevant, probably fall off around the 9 to 10 year range, but still have a career sustainable enough to feed his family. If you were a pessimist, some may say realist, you probably would have said, is his song Panda that went #1 sounded a lot like Future. And the one thing we know about copycats is they usually have a short-lived career that don't last too long, so Desiigner would probably be out of here within a year and a half max. Now, you probably would have been harsh saying that at that time, but I don't think anybody truly could have predicted the downfall or the downturn that Desiigner career would actually have. You see, looking back 7 years, the signs were always there, yo. It's kind of crazy now looking back to even think that there was going to be any type of positive income here. Like, Desiigner wanted to be Future so bad, he mimicked his entire sound after Future and was even performing Future songs at his shows. That's probably not the best way to get out of somebody's shadow and stand on your own as your own man. And it's probably not a good sign for your career that the artists who you're imitating and modeling your entire existence after don't like you, and he disses you at every turn.
There's only one Future around this motherfucker, and I'm really the plug, really. And right side, y'all must be Desiigner fans or Sierra fans or some shit.
Those two clips were of Future essentially putting Desiigner on notice really early on into his career. One clip was Future essentially saying, listen, bro, there's only one Desiigner. All these copycats, bro, they ain't valid. Essentially dissing Desiigner. And then when he was at his show, one side of the crowd was not making noise. They were dry and dead. And he said, oh, y'all must be some Desiigner fans. Not getting a Future cosign isn't a tell-all sign that his career was heading towards a disastrous ending. And to be honest, looking back, it seems pretty petty compared to other things that happened in Desiigner's career really early on. Like, for example, getting booed off stage at a basketball game.
Well, Philly didn't seem to like Desiigner too much. They booed him on his way out.
It's sort of unclear when Desiigner became unlikable. Like, he first started off as an artist that nobody relatively knew. They only knew he sounded like Future. Had a #1 record in the country, and then he slowly transitioned into an internet locale to where people just love to laugh at him. Rather, it was him making these weird noises. Or him going on Funk Flex and doing probably the worst freestyle of the decade and having Funk Flex essentially laugh in his face by trying to smirk and conceal his smirk by how bad the freestyle was.
Everybody try to be a snake. Cop told me that's my gun, my gun. Everybody did it rape, that's my whip. Don't touch, that's my shit. 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 Cop told me that's my drug, that's my gun, that's my shit. Don't touch, 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 that's my brick. Don't touch, that's my bitch. Don't touch, that's I'm rich.
You know what it is, Funk Flex Desiigner. Everybody can come up here, Brooklyn.
At some point, bro, the obstacles just become too great for an artist, and the inevitable happens. The fall off, right? The fall off happened for Desiigner, right? Eventually, people stopped caring about him dropping music. And instead of him acknowledging it, he would make excuses for him falling off by saying, no, he just don't drop music as often because he's an artiste who has to take time with his craft and his art.
But for real, man, for all them haters out there, man, I don't want to hear all this shit. Desiigner fell off. Desiigner never fell nowhere. You feel what I'm saying? I fell into a motherfucking mansion. I just born in LA. You know what I'm saying? And thank you all my fans. LOD album coming soon. You did right? Motherfuckers think just because I ain't put out a million tracks that I fell off. Yo, bro, I make music, my nigga. I'm not somebody that's gonna be out here and trying to just get a hot spree. I'm here for my fans. I'm here forever. So I'm always gonna word. Like, that shit just be stupid. I don't be getting motherfuckers like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, you see only a couple records. I bought a fucking mansion. It's not, it's not even about what, it's not even about the money. It's not. I just want people to be noticed, man. You feel me? It's like, this notice, like, it's greatness really here. This ain't no bullshit. I'm up every night working.
And that ain't last too long, because instead of trying to convince us that you not followed off, you should have been in the booth trying to convince that mic to give you a hit. Because he went from saying he can drop a hit whenever he wants and he ain't fall off, he's just taking time with the art, to blaming the label for why he fell off, right? He would say, free me from this label, and he would, accuse the label, Good Music, that's ran by Kanye and Pusha T, for why he hasn't been dropping as much as he wants to. Then he would just go in full crash out mode and take to IG to diss his label owner, Kanye.
Nobody that's doing this shit for me, bro. Nobody that's doing this shit for me. I signed to Kanye West, the biggest nigga. That nigga's still in the world. Y'all niggas think he's the genius. Y'all niggas think all that nigga shit. Well, the mean nigga, that nigga's crazy, nigga. And the mean nigga, I've been doing all this shit by myself. To me, nigga, I brought good music back, nigga. And everybody know that, nigga. So what y'all talking about? I fell off, nigga. I only dropped 2 mixtapes, bro. 2, bro. Y'all people was mad ungrateful. Y'all ungrateful for the music I gave y'all. Y'all mad ungrateful, bro. Y'all niggas need to chill. Y'all niggas need to be, so put me on top, nigga. I did Diamond for y'all niggas 2 times, bro. People bought my records over 20 millions of times. So y'all niggas need to chill, bro. Timmy Turner, these niggas that just getting on, just pop.
That's the thing with Desiigner. Now, it was probably the label issues or his work ethic, but instead of dropping music and dropping more hits, he would just consistently remind us of what he used to do or what he did in the rap game and why we should appreciate him. And it was just bizarre because he didn't drop music and he became more known for his antics. Like when Takeoff passed away, he came online crying and saying how he was going to retire from rap because of Takeoff death.
Bro, I can't hold the T, I can't go Quay, I can't go Offset, I can't call none of these niggas. Yo, Darrell. Yo, Rel. I'm done. I can't live like this no more.
Or when he had this run-in with the police.
I don't have any charges. Back up. I don't have no charges. Hey, stop getting close to me, sir. Please, stop stepping close to me, sir. Please, stop stepping close to me, sir. You know who I am, right? Desiigner, Panda. Yeah, let the world know. I'm over 20 million around the world, bro. It's big, bro. You with the wrong one. I'm letting you know. This is bigger than Freddie Gibbs, all of me. I'm letting you know. I'm gonna get everywhere, and I got money, I got loot.
Or dissing ESTG because ESTG said he won't do a song with him unless he pays him.
Artists try to charge me $75,000. ESTG, bro. Yo, you're garbage. You is hot garbage. You can't perform like me. You can't never make a song like anybody in New York City. You're trash, bro. You're trash. You know what you are? That ass what I'm doing right now. Shitty. You feel me? Stop playing with me. For real, for real. Y'all ain't never said what I sold. That's on my mother. Still trap your little gold records. Kid, all them chains on your neck, boy. For real. Cause you a slave to the game.
And he's still reminiscing, talking about how big he was, how much he sold, how big Panda was, and not telling us what he got planned in the future. Well, finally, Desiigner sort of was getting things together because he finally dropped music. You see, he couldn't afford ESTG for $75,000. So he went for what he could afford, which was a Slim Jimmy feature. Their single Kilo was moderately successful for Desiigner standards. It got 200,000 views, and it was a positive sign that he was coming back to music and coming back to save his once promising career. But before things could fully take off, they came crashing down again when Desiigner was arrested on April 24th of 2023.
So Desiigner has been charged with indecent exposure following alleged plane masturbation incident. Hey, what's up? I'm A-Dub, and check this out. So according to a report from Fox 9, U.S. Attorney for Minnesota, Andrew Luger, announced the charges on Monday, April 24th. The state is handling the case as the outbound Tokyo flight was headed to Minneapolis. Desiigner allegedly exposed himself multiple times while seated in the Delta One cabin and masturbated during one of them. Desiigner was reportedly handed an FAA violation card following the incidents, then moved to the rear of the plane with 2 travel companions to be monitored. Upon landing, he was detained and interviewed by the FBI.
During this interview with the FBI, they were trying to understand, like most of us, like why he would pull out his penis on a flight. Well, Designer's response to that was because he didn't get any cootie in a week. Now, cootie, I'm assuming, means coochie for a week while he was in Japan. And then he proceeded to say that he pulled it out because he seen a real beautiful lady, which was the flight attendant number 2, who had ginger hair, and he pulled it out so she could see his erect penis. And they asked him, yo, did you do this on purpose? And he said yes. So he pretty much confessed to doing it on purpose. Now, more details regarding Designer's arrest is even more disturbing. Apparently, he had 3 warnings. The first time they came around, his penis was out. They said, bro, you got to put that away. He put it away. They came back around. The flight attendant seen it again a second time. This time, it was fully erect and he was masturbating. They said, bro, you got to put it away. The third time they came back around, it was still out. He was still masturbating. So they told him, bro, you got to go to the back and sit with the 2 flight companions, bro. You're in violation of federal law. You got to be arrested and charged. And if you already gave up as much information as Desiigner gave up to the federal officers, there ain't no fight in that case, bro. You're going to lose. So Desiigner pled guilty, and he agreed to 2 years probation and to register as a sex offender, among other stipulations. Now, one of those stipulations being that he can own a firearm. So Desiigner, being a moderately successful rapper up until this point, can own a firearm, and you don't have enough money for 24/7 security. So I don't know how you're gonna live in Los Angeles at all. But essentially his career is over with because he was already on the fringe of falling off completely into the realm of irrelevant and never coming back. Now that just cemented it because now you're a sex offender. So if you've had to pay $75,000 to ESTG for a verse before you were a sex offender, can you imagine trying to get a verse from another rapper? Can you imagine having to work with somebody? Because you can't go to certain industry events. You can't go around certain people. You can't even live certain places. The stigma of a sex offender is now on you for the rest of your life. You can't operate in this industry any longer. If I would have asked you in 2016, where do you predict Desiigner career being? I don't even think his worst enemy and worst op could have predicted this drastic of a downfall. Prayers up for him, man. Hopefully he get it together. All right, but while you guys are here, man, click on the video somewhere on my screen to find out why this drill rapper pressed Nico for saying this about his dead homie. I'm going to see you guys in this video. You don't want to miss it. Click on this video to find out what happened, all right? I'm going to see you guys here. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.